Howdy, everybody. Week 20 is already here. Holy crap, it seems like it just did week 10. But this week is for May 18th to the 24th, and I was actually really happy on how last week went. There were a couple hiccups along the way, but it was a very good week. It was nice to get back into the swing of things. Having 3 to 4 games. Actually, we had a character creation, 2 premieres, and a continuation, which was really nice. Had lots of tutorials come out last week. It was very nice to get back into into my routine and getting back into the swing of things. So, first off, I'd like to thank everybody for having 4,500 subscribers to the YouTube channel. That's a lot. I never thought I'd have 50, let alone 4,500, and 625,000 views and like 10 million minutes watched. It's just crazy. Can't believe it. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about this week is the logo. I'm still looking for a logo that I want to be basically the face of my channel, of my website, all of that good stuff. So I've had several people submit them already, but I don't want to rush this. I just don't want to take the first cool thing that comes along. So I'm asking for everyone, if you're an artist, if you're not an artist, if you just have an idea in your head, sketch it down on a piece of paper, scan it, and send it to me on my contacts link. It's as simple as that. There's many ways to get a hold of me. You can leave a comment here. If you want to leave me a link to a Dropbox so that I can take a look at it, well, however you want to do it, I'm up for it. And I also want that to be the face of the TV, well, the logo for the t-shirt also. Which, like I said a couple weeks ago, I gave you some details. You're going to be able to get regular t-shirts up to 3X. You're going to be able to get female t-shirts. You're going to be able to get pullover hoodies, and you're going to be able to get zipper hoodies. And the hoodies are going to run you about $30 to $35. T-shirts are going to be about $15 to $20. I don't dictate that price. The t-shirt company does. But once I have that logo, I'm ready to go. I'm all registered. I'm signed up. We'll have plenty different colors to choose from, and I think it'll be a pretty cool thing. So as soon as I get that magical logo, I've got a lot of magical logos already, and I'm really tempted to pull the trigger on a couple of them, but I just want to give it a little bit more time, and I'll probably give it a little bit more time until after, which next thing I want to talk about is my trip to Tennessee this week. My son is almost 18 years old. I can't believe how the time flies, and he is graduating high school this week in Tennessee. I am in Florida, so that's 4 states between us, and I'm going to be traveling up there on Friday. So therefore, I will not have a game on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because I will be taking the trip up there, watching him graduate, and also spending some time with him before he moves down here with me. So I will not have any games Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which kind of sucks because just getting back into the swing of things, getting games going, and then this happens. But hey, guys, this is once in a lifetime. I can't wait. I can't believe my little boy, the little boy that I cut his umbilical cord some almost 18 years ago, is pretty much a young man now. It's crazy. So this week, actually last week, I had a lot of D&D 5e macros come out based on spell templates and other things. So this week I'll be finishing up that macro tutorial series, which today I have 2 coming out. I have saving throws and skill checks coming out tonight. So take a look at those. Tomorrow I believe I'll be doing spell templates and a general attack macro. So after tomorrow, all of the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition macros are done. Then after that, I'll be going on to Savage Worlds macros and 13th Age macros. So I'll be doing a lot more macros for different games that I'm familiar playing with. So to recap what happened last week, it was actually a really good week, like I mentioned. Started season 2 of The Walking Dead, which actually last night I finished it. It was very sad. It was actually a really good game, and I can't wait till season 3 comes out. I think it's coming out probably by the end of the year or next year. I had a great fireside chat. Really didn't do a whole lot of Dungeon Master Workshop stuff. But the previous like 2 months, I mean, we were doing all kinds of different workshop lessons. So it was nice to be able to just sit down, chat with everybody for about 4 or 5 hours. It was like a good old, it was like an old time fireside chat where we just goofed around for 5 hours. It was really nice. We had a great start to our new Thursday Savage World Zombie Apocalypse game. The crew was taking a cruise on the Starship Pinnacle, and they were heading to the Bahamas, but unfortunately things went awry on the first day, and they are now stuck on this ship with the potential of 3,000 crew members and other passengers turning into these walking dead creatures that are just out to eat flesh. So we'll see. The game's going to continue this week. We weren't going to, but we will be playing that this week. But we also had, last Friday, we had Princes of Apocalypse start. They were started in Red Larch. I really wasn't 150% prepared for the game because I'm a big stickler on, I like to make PDFs. And with such little time that I've had lately, I haven't had the time to make my Princes of Apocalypse PDF, because I like to highlight. I use a lot of different things to highlight, and I don't want to do that in an original book. So this week, actually at the end of last week, after the game, and this week, I've actually got the PDF made, just about all of it. I still have a couple of the latter chapters that I still have to make. But I've got enough, so I apologize that I really wasn't 150% prepared for Princes of Apocalypse. I was looking around for a lot of stuff, and I didn't have my color coordination all over the place, and I was just, some places I was just like, oh shit. So that's why I love using highlighters, because it does help you identify things like right on the spot. So, but anyways, that was a great thing. They had a small combat that took care of some bandits, and they're back in Red Larch. So we had last Saturday night. The Saturday game has kind of been in a state of flux for ever since it started. Our original 5 players have all left the game except for Zovia, and it's just been an endless recycling process of getting new players in there and whatnot. And so we made the decision, I brought it up to the group, just to go ahead, and we're just going to go ahead and scratch the Emerald Sea, the Emerald Spire. We may come back to it later on, which is a shame because I literally had 20 maps complete, dynamically lit, everything. But I can use that stuff in any other game for my own content, so it's really doesn't matter. But we've made the decision that we're going to take Saturday night, and we're going to play Hellfrost, which is a Savage Worlds fantasy setting. It's sort of like in a Midland, a Midgard or Norselandic type of setting that has a lot of cold weather, and we're going to play that. We're going to play that for a little while, and then we're going to switch to Deadlands Reloaded for Savage Worlds. So Savage Worlds is something that we've got into the last probably 2-3 weeks, and a lot of my players really like it. It's really fast, it's really simple. Character creation is great. There's a lot of things that you can upgrade your character with the edges, the downgrades with the hindrances, all of the different skills, and the way that the actual dice are rolled. Everybody really likes it. So we're going to play Hellfrost for a little while on Saturday nights. We're going to do a short adventure, and then we're going to go to Deadlands. So we're gonna rotate between, and Deadlands is a sort of like a weird 1880s, 1890s United States Wild West type of Wild West / zombie game. So we're going to be playing that also. I don't want to really say zombie game, but there's a lot of weird stuff in it. A lot of mechanical creatures. It kind of reminds me of that movie, The Wild Wild West, with Will Smith and I believe it was Kevin Kline in it. But anyways, it kind of reminds me of that type of a setting. So we're going to be playing that also. We're going to be rotating probably every month. Probably every month or so we'll rotate between Savage Worlds Hellfrost and Savage Worlds Deadlands. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to bring a little bit more flavor to the channel instead of just playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition 4 nights a week. So that's why we're doing Thursdays. We're doing the Savage Worlds zombie game. Then after that's done, we're going to Numenera. Then after Numenera, we're going to go ahead and try out Dragon Age, the tabletop game, and we're going to try out a Song of Fire and Ice with Game of Thrones. So there's a lot of games that we're going to be trying within the next months here on the channel, and there's so many more good games out there than just D20 D&D games, and that's pretty much what I've excuse me, primarily played my entire life. And I've had that that upside down lampshade that a dog wears that they can't really see or focus on anything else, and that's pretty much what I've been wearing. But the last year or so, I've really been starting to play a lot more games, and I'm actually really happy that I've done that, because there is a lot more out there than just Dungeons and Dragons. So, you know, we're going to be doing that on Saturday now. Sunday, we had a great game. We were actually short a couple players. Usually it doesn't happen on Sunday. Usually everybody's been there. But the last couple weeks, I don't know if it's been the downtime with everything that's been going on personally with me. But last couple weeks we've just been short on players. You know, things not working right. So hopefully everything will be back in a couple weeks when we meet back again. So for this week, you know, May 18th to the 24th, we're in week 20. Monday and Tuesday, like I said, last night, Monday, I finished up episodes 4 and 5 of The Walking Dead. Tonight, I'll be starting the Game of Thrones by Telltale Games. So I have that. It's ready to go. I'll be playing that at about 8:15 or so, 8:30. Now, Wednesday will be a Dungeon Masters workshop. We'll be doing... Actually, I would say Wednesday is probably going to be more like a Player's Workshop 101. And we're going to be going over, seeing that I'm still learning Savage Worlds, 10 of my players are still learning Savage Worlds. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to have all the players in there, and we're all going to discuss Savage Worlds. We're going to go over the different roles again. We're going to go over skill checks, upgrading your character. We're going to go over experience. We're going to go over everything in Savage Worlds again, because, you know, I want this to go rather smoothly, and so far it has. But I think one more time of going over Savage Worlds with all of my players would definitely be a great thing to do. And plus, it kind of actually showcases the game to you guys, because it is a good game. And you can go to your game store and get the book. This is the whole book. It's 180 pages. It's $8.99 at a game store, guys. That's it. And it's for and it has everything you need to play. Every type of genre of game, every type, I mean, there's everything in there. It's $8.99. Why would you not want to play a game like this? It's just amazing. So, good job with Pinnacle making that game. So that's what's going to be happening this week. Like I said, Thursday we were not going to be playing the Zombie Apocalypse because of the 3-game rotation every week. But seeing that I will not be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have gone ahead and let all the players know that we will be playing this Thursday. So Thursday will be my only game for this week, and that is going to be the Zombie Apocalypse game. So if you guys are in that kind of stuff, hey, check it out. I'm telling you, these guys, these guys in my Thursday game, they are some role players, and it's really amazing. And it's been really fun to watch them not only play the 13th Age game, but also to transition into the Zombie Apocalypse game. It's been really fun. So that's what's going to be happening, guys. Sorry again, no games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But hey, we'll be back to normal next week. Look for the rest of the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition tutorials coming out today and tomorrow. We'll be finishing up those tomorrow with the spellcaster macros, and that's about it for me this week, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much again for the 10 million minutes watched, the 4,500 subs, the 625K views on YouTube. I appreciate it. If you guys, also I'm going to be setting up, within the next couple days, I'm going to be setting up a Patreon for the YouTube channel. So if you like what I do, if you like what you see, please consider hitting the Patreon button and contributing to what I do literally 7 days a week. Also, you can visit the Twitch channel where I stream basically 7 days a week, video games and D&D 5 days a week. So, well, tabletop games 5 days a week. So I also have a subscription service there. It does give you some perks for the channel, and it's $5 a month, and it helps support what I do, guys. So thank you guys again. Please feel free to like the channel, follow. Hey, leave a comment. I'll reply. Thank you guys again. I'll see you next Monday with reports and pictures from my son's graduation. See you guys later.